A young woman returned to the countryside with her son to renovate a house abandoned for 20 years. It had belonged to her grandparents and sat at the end of a forgotten lane. Built around 1983, the house was now 43 years old. Once spacious and sturdy, decades of neglect had worn the wood, cracked varnish, and left furniture ruin. Priceless family pieces looked like trash. The path to the front door was choked with weeds and tall grass. Overgrown trees blocked sunlight, casting long shadows across cracked flagstones. Inside, dust lay thick and a musty smell told of empty rooms and damp seasons. Surprisingly, blue floor tiles remained in places, still solid beneath grime. Her son followed, playful and hungry. She promised to get him a burger later. She opened windows to air the house. Fresh breeze eased some of the stale odor. Peeling paint, spiderweb corners, and water lines on walls showed the extent of decay. A side door led to a small vegetable patch that had gone wild. After a quick check, she saw no immediate structural danger, so she called a crew from town to clean up while she ran errands with her son. When the workers arrived, they split tasks, clearing the front path, pulling weeds, trimming trees, and hauling brush. Because parts of the yard were cemented, they worked carefully to avoid damage while prying deep roots free. Clearing took sweat and coordination. They gathered piles of weeds and loaded debris into trucks. The job cost about $500 for the day tool rental, labor, and disposal. Inside, they removed ruined furniture, tossed soaked cushions, and brushed away cobwebs. The upper room showed clear water lines where flooding had once reached. 2 workers cleaned inside while the foreman finished outside. The house had 2 stories and more than 200 square meters of yard, larger than many nearby homes. Once a sign of prosperity, the property had slipped into decay as people moved to the city. Neighbors stopped to watch, surprised to see someone return to an empty home. Old stories surfaced as elders recalled family celebrations once held there. The crew on the roof swept leaves and checked for cracked tiles, while others cleaned narrow corners where debris had collected. The side yard held fruit trees that, when pruned, would yield fresh fruit again. By midday, the front yard began to show its original paved areas, and sunlight finally reached rooms that had been dark for years. The blue tiles gleamed after a sweep and a mop. The woman inspected each room. The layout was sound: a main hall, side rooms, and a kitchen opening outdoors. Walls with peeling plaster would need scraping and repainting. Windows required new seals and hardware. Most wooden furniture would be replaced, though she planned to keep a few sentimental pieces. As evening neared, the crew consolidated trash and finished heavy hauling. Tight corners had slowed them, but teamwork won out. Trucks left full. The homeowner felt relief that the space was usable. After 6 hours, the house looked refreshed, still unfinished, but livable. The woman envisioned her son running in the large rooms, a small study for homework, and quiet nights away from crowded family homes. Planned renovations would come in stages: fix the roof, treat damp walls, replace electrical fittings, and gradually install new furniture room